there's been a lot of rumours. I don't know where they've come from. It's Reddit will just pop out a rumour. Checo Perez retiring in Mexico is the latest one that's popped up.
I saw this. It's a great one.
What do you make? Because obviously you've got so much insight from the inside, and then these rumours pop up. And I mean, you are besties with Checo.
Besties.
That's my understanding of it anyway.
Yeah. That's another rumor that's on Reddit. Look, I think I can be incredibly naive with rumors because I'm always like, no, it's never going to happen. Then it happens, and I'm always like,
and this is Red Bull.
Yeah, is that well? But this would be his choice in the defense of Red Bull. I don't think retirement. Why would he retire? He's 32 or whatever.
I understand. I think I understand why he would retire. I would get it. If that happened, I would get it.
Would you?
Yeah, I would.
As a racing driver, you think he would just retire?
As a racing driver myself.
Yeah, clearly.
I think I could understand it. I could understand the pro.
I couldn't.
You look at his career, forcing it. He's given Red Bull a go. He's never going to win a world title in that Red Bull.
Yeah.
The best he can get is a few more race wins potentially, and then just can what that must do to his career is 2020 was like arguably his best season in F1. Like he came into Red Bull off of such a high, and he did his job, and he's got race wins, and he's had a lot of success with Red Bull relative to the rest of his career in terms of he's got the podiums and wins that maybe he deserved earlier in his career. Didn't have the car to really do it consistently. But you say he's in his 30s now, but he's got a family, he's got a life outside of Formula One, and I feel like I would understand it. I wouldn't sit there and be shocked if he announced his retirement. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I think I would. I think I'm still going to say I would because...
What's keeping him there?
Money.
Well, I mean, it helps. For sure it helps. But I mean, to a point...
I get what you mean.
You know what makes me kind of sad? Because I think Checo's had such an amazing career, and he's done so much with like that Force India machinery and the podiums he achieved and what he did to help out Max in 2021 even. And I just feel like he'll be remembered from just this guy who just got absolutely thumped by Max. And like Alex and Pierre have been able to come back and almost like reinvigorate their careers because they're younger. And I don't want Checo to leave on Nico left on a high, the highest of highs. Yeah. And it feels like Checo, I don't see it getting, he's done almost 3 full seasons at Red Bull, and this is the worst it's ever been relative to Max.
Do you know what? This is why I could never be on a jury, because I am this easily swayed. I'm like,
I've done it.
No, look, I still would find find it surprising. I still would find it surprising if at the Mexico Grand Prix he'd said, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I would find it surprising, that timing at that place with the time that he has left. Would I find it surprising if over the off season he decides to step away? Maybe not as much. Would I be surprised I've confused myself with when I'm surprised now. I'm surprised all the time. It's just because he's surprised. Would I be surprised to see him back next year? No. Wait, is that the right type of surprise? It would be fine to see him next year.
Yeah.
We can edit this out.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all part of the fun.
No, but like my point being, during Mexico, that for me would be like, okay, well, that's mad. That's
because if he feels like he's going to get pushed, wouldn't you rather jump?
No.
And do it on your own terms at your home Grand Prix.
Lazy, push me.
Look, it's probably nonsense. I mean, there's like if he doesn't finich second, there
will be clauses in his contract. So I don't know the clauses. I've not read it.
Yeah.
But there are definite clauses. That's not as outrageous to say as the Mexico one. To be honest, if I'm going to be really honest with it, there could be a clause that was put in at the beginning of this year when the contract was renegotiated that you have to finish however many points behind Max, or you have to finish second, or you have to or that might just be you have to finish there and you'll get your bonus. Whatever it is, there will be a clause in that contract that says performance clauses, which we know of because Max had one too. Yep. There are performance clauses that are in all of the drivers' contracts, as far as we know, that we're not in on it. But there will be something along those lines. So yes, that could be that he knows by Mexico he can't mathematically get the right amount of points to get to where he wants to be. That could be. It could be. Mexico, he's worked it out and gone, well, I don't have enough points, so I'm going to get sacked anyway. Yeah. I don't know. That is not me saying that's going to happen. This is speculation. This is rumors and Reddits and all that sort of. Like, I do not know what's happening to him. But my point being is that he might have done the maths.
Well, I'll tell you what, Claire. I know what isn't speculation.
Go on.
There is some breaking news that You won't have heard.
Well, I haven't. My phone's on silent under here.
Mick Schumacher will be participating in a WEC test with Alpine for 2024.
Cool. Oh, great.
Alpine will evaluate Schumacher's level before making a decision.
There you go. Breaking news. Alpine.
Yeah, interesting.
Alpine.
I guess, does Toto still manage Esteban?
I was about to...
Is he still part of... I think he might be, because there was they did the F1 podcast with I think he's at Mercedes. Look at him looking.
Boys having a lovely time.
And it's the guy who's he's works with a lot of the drive, like Lando and
Sorry,
George
I got distracted.
I mean, it happens.
You're asking a question about someone to do with something that...
I still think there's a connection.
George's management. Are you talking about George's management?
No, I think Esteban still has links to Toto.
I think he's still... Well, I don't know, because he split with Mercedes, didn't he, completely when he went to Alpine?
He did split with Mercedes.
So, I don't know. I can't actually remember that.
But either way, that's cool.
But I still, that wouldn't make a difference to Mick. Maybe. He's like, I've got Esteban, here's Mick as well.
There's a line of communication.
I would assume. There'll be a reason that we're missing completely here.
Almost certainly.
Because it's a Renault car. Alpine's Renault.
Yeah.
Anyway, well done, Mick.
Yeah.
That's all we say.
Happy for him.
He's a good guy.
I think...
Very sweet.
It's difficult, isn't it? Like, him getting back into F1 is I think a bit of an uphill battle, just because did he show enough? Maybe
he's going to join Lance Stroll and be part of the Aston Martin. No?
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
definitely.
Maybe. I think that could be.
We said this last week. There's lots of drivers. Marcus Ericsson, Brendan Hartley, Kamui Kobayashi. You can go away from
Nico
F1
Hülkenberg. He went off and got a podium there. Still can't get one in F1.
Did. I remember I tweeted some joke about Hulkenberg not having a podium,
and the
replies were just full of, we actually got one in WEC. Like, yeah, I meant F1. Like, come on, obviously that's the joke.
What do you mean? At all points.
I'm making a joke.
This is why I don't tweet X/anything anymore, because everything's just, everyone kind of pulls things out of.
Yeah, people read what they want to read, but
so I don't do anything.
Such is life.
Such is life.
Also, we haven't talked about Qatar, and I wanted to talk a bit about Qatar because obviously the temperature and the physicality and the issues, and everyone's got an opinion, and we've seen some contrasting opinions. I know Martin Brundle's come out and he's very much like, these drivers are meant to be the best drivers in the world and this is part of the job. And then the drivers have been, what we've seen, quite kind of, they want some change. Like, what have you heard and seen from those 20 people who are actually putting themselves in these cars? Yeah,
it was an So it was a hot weekend, and that sounds like an understatement for how warm it was. I did 2 physical excursions while I was out there. I did karting and I went for a track run. Both of them were terrible. I don't know why I did either of them. But karting was interesting. So we did karting with Alpine, which was great fun. But I did the qualifying session, which was a 10-minute session. Didn't qualify last. I'm very happy about that.
There you go.
I wasn't even second last. I was like 6 seconds off the slowest, which apparently, as I told someone, they were like, 6 seconds of the slowest, not the fastest. I was like, yes. I was like, I go down, not up. I was against Jack Doohan, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to win against him. Anyway, but I did the qualifying session, and I get motion sickness anyway. So I came out and I was like, I do not feel well. It was fine when I was in the car, and then I did my final lap, which I don't know if that was the fastest, because by that point I was just flooring it.
Just hold it off.
Track limits did not matter. And I crossed the line and I got out and I was like, oh, great. Okay. I don't feel well. I do not feel well. And I was like, it must be motion sickness. Someone was like, it's dehydration, go and get some water. And I downed so much water, and it just didn't go away. It wouldn't pass. And I sort of felt a bit better, but to the point where I was like, I don't want to take part in the race. I'm okay with not taking part in the race. Don't worry about it. And I felt really poorly. Went home that night, still felt a bit poorly, and then woke up in the morning and had a motion sickness hangover. And I was like, well, that's weird. Okay, fine.
Motion sickness hangover?
Do you never have those?
No.